स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। यथाग्निर्दाहिका शक्ति रामकृष्णे स्थिता ह्य सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। तेजोऽसि तेजोमयि देहि वीर्यमसि वीर्यं मयि देहि बलमसि बलं मयि देहि ओजोऽसि ओजो मयि देहि मन्युरसि मन्युं मयि देहि सहोऽसि सहो मयि देहि। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। सर्वस्तरतु दुर्गाणि सर्वो भद्राणि पश्यतु सर्वसद्बुद्धिमाप्नोतु सर्वत्र नन्दतु। दुर्जनः सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जनः शान्तिमाप्नुयात् शान्तो मुच्येत बन्देभ्यो मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत्। शुक्लां वरदरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणि नमोस्तुते नारायणि नमोस्तुते। Now I will be chanting the Gayatri Mantram. Those who know it can also participate, repeat for yourself loudly or mentally with concentration and devotion. Please sit straight, close your eyes, settle down and recite the Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. We meditate on the spiritual effulgence of that adorable supreme divine reality, the source of the three worlds. May that supreme divine being stimulate our intelligence so that we may realize the supreme truth. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Now I will be chanting the powerful and the sacred Mahamrutyunjaya Mantram 5 times, non-stop. Those who know it can repeat with me mentally or orally, and others listen and learn quickly, please. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrutyormukshiyamamrutat. 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 Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Namaste, Subhodayam, good morning and greetings to all meditators, to all students who have been attending our meditation class last couple of months on the Bhagavad Gita or through the Bhagavad Gita, and gaining more confidence, more concentration, more devotion, more faith, all at a higher percentage. And some of you can open your video camera so that I can see your meditation posture also. This is not just a class. Practicals are there. So we expect all of you to cooperate and be bold and show your presence. I should feel your presence, right? So this is the fourth series, fourth week, fourth month of meditation through the Bhagavad Gita. We already completed 10 chapters, starting from Arjuna Vishada Yoga, then combined few more chapters, then 8th chapter, 9th chapter, 10th chapter. Today we are entering into the Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga, the 11th chapter. How many of you are first time for our meditation class, please? Can you click on the icon in your screen? That is the raise your hand icon in your participants list. That is better than anything else. First time. First time. Out of 69. Those 69 are there. 23, 24. Okay. Some more should join. No problem. Others will join. Me too, not necessary. Don't type anything. Just show your hand symbol. If you go on typing, concentration will go for me. I'll have to keep on reading. Bhagavad Gita will go backside, chat box will come front side. How many, Lila Mahesh, can you count quickly?
Maharaj, 26, Maharaj.
26 first timers out of 70.
Now
Okay.
27.
26.
27.
And others, old students, please recollect what I have told. And those who are having children around you in your room, etc., please mute your mic. Don't disturb them. They should not disturb you. Next 1 hour. And in between sounds, Amma coffee gawali, Amma tiffin gawali, those things also can be adjusted. Tell your husband, tell your wife, tell your sister, brother to manage. Because you are going to Kurukshetra. You are not in your house. So there is a battle of the mind, battle of your emotions. You are Arjuna, though I am not Krishna. Okay, I am not Bhagavan Krishna, I am Bodhamayananda, just sharing thoughts. We are part of a big family, so don't expect magic miracles in these classes. It's a process, it's a practice, it is a blueprint, it is a deep inner, what you call concentration. So, Padmaja, what do you want, please? Why did you raise your hand, Amma? All others can lower your hand. Thank you. Video on, mic mute, and attention. Right. So this is 6-day course, 6 hours plus. It may come to 7 hours, 8 hours. Then depending on the flow, depending on the practice and the ideas on concentration, Bhagavad Gita, meditation practice also. In case you have doubts, difficulties, you can write an email after 10 o'clock, after 11 o'clock. Then by evening, we shall clear your doubts so that tomorrow morning you can be mentally prepared for the next class. Okay. So this is meditation combined with Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So Bhagavad Gita itself is a yoga. Every chapter of the Bhagavad Gita is a yoga chapter, is it not? What is the first chapter? Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Yoga means discipline. Yoga means sadhana. Yoga means union. Yoga means concentration, yuj dhatu. And that is connected with your life. There is one school of thought which says music is also yoga. Sangeeta yoga. There is another institution in Kanyakumari, Vivekananda Kendra. They have said, they have innovated Krida, combined it with yoga, calling it Krida Yoga. It's not just cricket, it is not volleyball, it is not just some football, it is yoga. If you take it in that way. Otherwise, it is just another game for few minutes and you quarrel, you fight and you get out. Krida Yoga, very interesting. Sangeeta Yoga. Then there is Nritya Yoga, dance as yoga. Then there is, believe it or not, cooking yoga, cooking. Okay. When you enter into the kitchen, it is not just masala and some oil, onion and some pizza, some Maggi and some biryani. Okay. That is a byproduct. Your mind and the items should mix together. That is called cooking yoga. Then Nidra Yoga is there, Nidra Yoga. You can enjoy. Okay. Nidra Yoga. Then Yogasanas, it is taught, Nidra Yoga. That does not mean what you do 6 hours, 8 hours every day is yoga. That is Kumbhakarna Yoga. Okay. So that is dead body. But here Nidra Yoga means you come back fresh, you come back more alive, more peaceful and more pleasant. Right? Then there is walking yoga, walking yoga. So everything, if it is connected with yoga, it is nice, it is helpful, it is stress-free. Otherwise, it is a pressure. Oh, should I go and cook today? Oh, should I go and study today? Oh, should I go and work today? All these will become burden and you'll be crying, you'll be complaining, You will be under stress, you will be worried, you will be sick, and whole family will be unhappy, morning till night. So convert your life into a yoga lifestyle, yogic lifestyle. That is our profit, that is our possibility, that is our tradition, that is our way of life. Yoga is a way of life. Hinduism is a way of life. So all of you who have joined this class, who have joined earlier classes, earlier courses on different subjects, make that little adjustment. Tasmat yogi bhavarjuna, tasmat yogi bhavarjuna, tasmat yogi bhavarjuna. Nearly 10 times or 12 times Krishna has told, sir, in the Bhagavad Gita. Be a yogi, be a yogi, be a yogi, not a rogi, not a bhogi. Be a yogi. Don't be a sick fellow. Don't carry 500 kilo on your head and cry. Don't be full of enjoyments, luxuries, bodily attachments, worldly desires. How long will you do? What will you do? What will you carry with you? Yoga or roga? So, Tasmat yogi bhava means your concentration level, your discipline, your fundamentals of yama niyama are all practiced. You are practicing and you are gaining. Continuous present tense. Please do not think yama niyama. What are yama niyama in meditation? This is revision for old students and a lesson for new students. Yama niyama, if you give up, you will fall down in a big way. Terrible will be the fall. Please don't bypass yama niyama. Don't think I am educated, I am a big fellow, I am earning 1 lakh rupees, I have BMW. If BMW petrol is not there, you have to push it like a bullock cart. Is it not? If BMW is punctured, you will have to depend on a fellow who did not go to school and college. So we think, I am this, I am that. Nature will give a beating as it has been giving 1.5 years. Shut your mouth, close your nose, don't touch other human beings, don't go out unnecessarily, do yogasanas. Who is teaching? Not Government of India, not WHO, but Prakriti. Outside fellow is waiting, Mr. Corona, Mrs. Corona. And their children also are coming, third wave. See, we should not touch other human beings. But there are people who go and hug dogs. I wonder, human beings are dangerous today. And there are people who go and take pigs in their hand in America and Europe. Thank God it has not come to India. So we have to be very, very careful with human beings. Maintain 6 feet. Third wave means 10 feet. When that fellow will cough, when we will sneeze, we don't know. Simply, we played with nature. We have to be now a little more careful with ourselves. So, yama niyama, shaucha, santosha, swadhyaya, tapas, ishvara pranidhanaha. 5 in 1. This is called niyama, to be done. Are you clean? Are you pure? Bahya shaucha, manasika shaucha, swachh manas, swachh soch will give you the external cleanliness. Swachh gruham, swachh vasati. So the external will be clean only when the internal is clean. The mind will teach you. The mind will warn you. The mind will give you a signal. Hey, why are you spitting there? Hey, why are you putting garbage there? Hey, why your room and your surroundings are dirty? Why the windows are dirty? Mind will be your guru. Because the mind is clean. It will not accept dirt. The swachh manas, swachh soch have to be protected for a very long time till it becomes a habit. Sri Ramakrishna, the embodiment of purity, truthfulness, Avatar Varishtha, Tyagishwara, and the combination of Rama and Krishna. Do you know? Just like I and you go to sleep in an instant, as we read the book, we sleep. As we travel, we'll sleep. As we are listening to lecture, we will sleep. As we are attending the class, we sleep with eyes opened also. Great people are there. They sleep with eyes opened like fish, Matsya Avatara. So all this drama will be going on. So quick, you see, we are blessed souls to sleep. So, but Sri Ramakrishna, just like you and I go to sleep, Sri Ramakrishna used to go to Samadhi. In an instant, he will see a flower, Samadhi. What we will do, we'll see a flower and pluck it. What great people we are. We don't see God there. We don't see the divinity there. We go and spoil it. అరే ఎంత బాగుంది నా జుట్టులో ఉంటే ఎంత బాగుంటుంది నా రూమ్లో ఉంటే ఎంత బాగుంటుంది అరే లీవ్ ఇట్ విత్ నేచర్ దిస్ ఈస్ వేర్ ప్రకృతి వి డిస్ట్రాయ్ Sri Ramakrishna saw a lion in a zoo in Alipur Zoo in Kolkata. Some devotees, his disciples, took him. The moment he saw the lion, he connected it with Durga Mata. And he went into Samadhi. He did not see monkey, he did not see peacock, he did not see any elephant. If he had seen those things, I don't know what would have happened to the zoo. Monkey, he will connect it with Rama. Peacock, he will connect it with Krishna. Elephant, he will connect it with Gajendra Moksha. So like that, Sri Ramakrishna, he connects everything with God. We connect it with only art, only external beauty. We forget God, we forget the divinity. So we have to convert our life into yoga, yoga, yoga. Foreigners need not teach us. Americans and Europeans need not teach us, should not. We should be little more agile. We should be little more enthusiastic in all these applications of yoga, spirituality in daily life. There's a beautiful book, rather 2 lectures given by Swami Ashokananda Ji. Swami Ashokananda Ji was Swami Vivekananda's disciple, who lived for a very, very long time in San Francisco and built up the San Francisco Center in America, United States, to a very peak level of Advaita. So he gave a talk in America to his disciples. The title of the book is Spiritualizing Everyday Life. Please write it down. Please purchase it today or tomorrow. It's a difficult book. The language is little tight, little tough, but because of the ideas, not that English is, his English was Victorian, but the ideas, the flow of ideas are different. So purchase that book, read slowly, no problem. Title is very interesting. Spiritualizing Everyday Life. Swami Ashokananda. It is published from Kolkata, Advaita Ashrama, but it's available in all Ramakrishna bookstalls. So read slowly, read 2-3 pages, close your eyes, think about it, then go to the 3rd page. Don't go by quantity, please go by quality. So in that he expresses his experience. He expresses the divinity all around, whether it is in a cat, whether it's in a rat, whether it is in a tree, whether it is in water, whether it's in space, whether it's in a book, whether it's in the stars, whether it's in yourself, other human beings, divinity, divinity, divinity. We should practice this. It is not talking, it is not reading, or it is not listening. Practice, practice, practice. When you go out into a garden, tell your mind, garden at the physical level, but seeing God at the spiritual level. You tell your mind, this Ashwatha Vriksham is Ishvara, this is Paramatma, this is God. This is Ganesha. If you are having a Ishta Devata, connect it with that tree. You are seeing water, connect it with the tree. You are connected with God. You are seeing the grass in the lawns, connect it with God. In that way, respect to nature, devotion to nature. You are going to a shop, you buy some vegetables, you buy provisions, you buy a cloth, you buy tea, you buy some book. The salesman, the sales girl, the receptionist, they are gods in that form. So you show respect, you do namaste to them. You don't quarrel with them. You don't fight with them. You don't be violent against them. They do mistakes. You are also doing mistake. Are you Lord God that you don't do mistake? So everybody does mistakes. But we have to connect it with the divine. Sri Krishna also did mistakes. Lot of fun, lot of mischief he did, is it not? Read that Bhagavatam stories of Krishna. How much mischief, my God. Yashodhamma was so irritated. She one day nicely bound him to the rokali, the grinding stone. Hey, Puchagada, be there. You're doing a lot of mischief. You're eating mud. You are breaking pots. You're going to somebody's house and stealing butter and milk. Sit there. Poor baby Krishna. What a wonder. He started pulling that rokali. In Telugu, we call it rokali, grinding stone. And it went between two trees. And who were the two trees? Nala Kubera, the children of Kubera. They were cursed by Narada that they will be dead. They will be like dead, what we call bodies, living but dead, like zombie, because of their mischief. But they prayed, and Narada said, only Krishna can save you, and it will happen when Balagopala will bless you. That is how Krishna gave moksha or freedom to Nalakubera. So this approach is very, very important. That is what we get in the 10th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita and the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Vibhuti Yoga and Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga. We have to study one after the other. So last month we studied the Vibhuti Yoga little by little, not everything. We could not cover, time is less. So important shlokas we took. Today also we will do the same thing, little revision. We shall just go back and then go forward. Okay, this is the arrangement. Every day, half an hour, 35 minutes, 40 minutes theory, 25 minutes practice. That is the schedule for the next 6 days. And I request all of you, don't keep anything important. Or should I say, nothing can be important than meditation and Gita. Let us see afterwards. After 9:45, do your work. If your officer or if your HR leader calls you at 8:30, ask him to meditate and we will meet at 9:45, you tell him. Okay. Let him also get some peace of mind. Why is he disturbing you? Is it not? Simply people start thinking that they are Brahmadeva. They will create $5 lakh for India within 1 hour. They will not even be able to do 5 rupees. Simply pressure, pressure, pressure. So please keep that pressure outside. Let it be in pressure cooker. Let it not be in your brain. Let it be outside. What is there 1 hour? Afterwards, you will get so much strength, so much joy, so much anandam that you can do 20 people's work. That is the power of meditation, power of concentration. Since we don't concentrate on ourselves and put lot of weight on the laptop and on our mobile and our gadgets, mind will explode. It will be full of headache, full of irritation, and you can't even digest food. Forget about working. So why so much? Huh? So we have to go little at a lesser speed. Nothing will happen, sir. Nothing will happen. We have been doing it. We should learn properly and go forward. Okay. So may Lord Krishna bless all of us And may Sri Ramakrishna bless all of us in this sadhana for the next 5-6 days. So what is our tradition? What is our practice? Before entering into the main chapters of the Bhagavad Gita, all of us should chant the Dhyana Shlokas. Is it not? Old students know it. New students, please open Bhagavad Gita. Please keep a copy of the Gita on your table. If it is there in your shelf, bring it. I will give you 10 seconds. Running race. Gita should be on your table, not in your puja room, not in your bedroom, not in your shelf. Nicely packing. Some people nicely packing करके पूजा करता है. Bhagavad Gita in the puja room. There cannot be more deadly than this. Is it not? It is like purchasing vaccine and putting in front of Ganesha and doing arati to it. So don't do that. You should apply. You should swallow it. You should take that Ayurvedic medicine. You should take that homeopathy medicine. You should take Chavanaprash. Chavanaprash you purchase and put in front of Venkateshwar Swami and tell, please you take, I will be all right. What foolish things we do. And not only that, put Arati, Kunkuma, Pasupu and Naivedyam to Chavanaprash. Arey, don't be a fool. So we have to open that box, break the seal, open the lid, take 2 spoons of Chavanaprash, and then do some yoga and be free from infection and worries. So Bhagavad Gita is a pharmacopoeia. Bhagavad Gita is a pharmacopoeia. What is pharmacopoeia? It is a book of pharmacy, book of medicines. A list of medicines is given. You are a bhakta, what is your problem? You are a karma yogi, what is your problem? You are a gnana yogi, what is your problem? You are, you want to see God, what is your problem? So like that, every chapter deals with the problems in spiritual life, problems in your emotional life, problems in your discrimination, and then solutions are given. Arjuna is a representative of all of us. Okay, so your questions, my questions, our questions are answered in the Bhagavad Gita. So please do not restrict the Bhagavad Gita to Parayanam, to Puja. Please do not restrict Bhagavad Gita only when somebody dies, funeral time. Use the Bhagavad Gita anywhere, everywhere, at all times. It is condensed Upanishad. We will come to know tomorrow and day after. Okay, so Dhyana Shlokas, are you ready? In the beginning of the first chapter itself, every book will have it. Please open Dhyana Shloka, and I will chant today since first time. I will chant slowly. You listen and simultaneously repeat. It's not that difficult. Dhyana Shlokas, Bhagavad Gita. पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीं अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वाम् अनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी. All should chant. Some of you are sitting quiet. Don't put whole responsibility on me. When you chant, your lip movements will give me inspiration. Once more. Om Parthaya Pratibodhita Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam. I am giving little gap so that you will repeat. Advaitam Vritavarshini Bhagavati Ashtadashadhyayini Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshini. Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Fullara Vinda Yatapatra Netra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Gnanamudraya Krishnaya Gitamrutaduhe Namaha. Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandanaha Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdam Gitamrutam Mahat Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Bhishmadrona Tata Jayatrata Jala Gandhara Nilotpala Shalyagrahavati Kripena Vahani Karnena Velakula Ashwathama Vikarna Ghora Makara Duryodhanavartini Sotirna Khalu Pandavaihi Rananadi Kaivartakah Keshavaha Parasharyavachaha Sarojamamalam Gitartagandotkatam Nanakyanaka Kesaram Harikata Sambodhanabodhitam लोके सज्जन षट्पदैर् अहरहः एपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारत पंकजं कलिमलः प्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्ग पदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः हरिः ओम् हरिः ओम् हरिः ओम्। So Bhagavad Gita is a mother to all of us. Parthaya Pratibodhitam. It was addressed to Partha, Arjuna. Who did it? Not just a schoolmaster or some director. It is Narayanena Swayam. Krishna himself, Narayana himself in the form of Lord Krishna. But it was all recorded by Vedavyasa. Vyasena Gratita. Krishna did not go on elaborately talking all the 18 chapters sitting in the middle of the battlefield. So he gave a summary like that, summary of the different yogas. And Vyasa, because of his Vishala Buddhi, because of his analysis, because he could understand what Krishna is talking, Vyasena Gratitam. Purana Munina, the ancient teacher, Madhye Mahabharatam, which was taught in the middle of the battlefield. Advaitam, Vritavarshinim, Amritavarshinim, the shower of nectar, Amritavarshinim. Bhagavati, oh mother, mother, mother. See the value of the mother. It's unlimited. It's invaluable. It's not just a part-time. Mother is always available. Whether it's the divine mother, whether it is your earthly mother. Bhagavati, and oh mother, you are spread out in 18 chapters. Ashtadasha Dhyayinim. Amba, again mother. Anusandadami, Bhagavad Gita, Bhavadveshini, I meditate on thee. I meditate. Anusandadami means meditate. See, that is where meditation and Bhagavad Gita are connected. Bhagavad Gita, Bhavadveshini, you are the destroyer of samsara. You are destroyer of the difficulties in samsara. Mrityu samsara sagarat, he says. Then Bhagavan Vedavyasa is offered tribute, Vishala Buddhi, Vedavyasa, and he lit up that lamp of knowledge. Next, Sri Krishna, offering pranams, namaskaram to Bhagavan Sri Krishna, who is holding a cane, a small stick. It is two meanings. One is to drive the cows. The cowherd boy, Balagopala, is holding a stick and taking the cows back home in the evenings. And the other is, he is holding a whip to control the horses in the battlefield. So Krishna is doing double action, double duty, taking care of the cows, boyhood days, and taking care of horses and other things when he grows up as Gitacharya. Grana Mudraya Krishnaya, now he has become a teacher also. He is holding the Grana Mudra, Saraswati Mudra, Chin Mudra, the thumb opposing to the forefinger. It can bend, it can touch, it can press, and then the buddhi will be illumined. There will be oxygen supplied to the brain, and you will feel a lot of joy of knowledge, enthusiasm for knowledge. That is called Gnana Mudra, Chin Mudra, Saraswati Mudra. So Krishna is holding Gnana Mudraya Krishnaya, Gita Amrutaduhe Namaha. And then Sarva Upanishado Gavo, all the Upanishads are cows. Krishna is the milkman, Arjuna is the calf, and we, listeners, public, devotees, are drinking that milk. So, see, what a beautiful description of the entire process of Bhagavad Gita. Sarvopanishado Gavo. Remember, don't forget till you die. Dogdha Gopalanandanaha. Gopalanandana is the milkman. From the Upanishads, he has brought in a small book called, small teachings called Gita, Bhagavad Gita. Partho Vatsa. When the calf is there near the cow, it will give more milk. So that real sadhaka in Arjuna comes there. He is with the mother, with the cow. Partho Vatsa. Sudhir Bhokta. The nectarian Gita is the milk, pure-minded. Sudhihi. Dhihi means buddhi. Su means pure. One who is pure-minded, one who is eligible. We are getting it as prasadam, drinkers of it. Then Vasudeva Sutam, common, very often quoted in our prayers. Then the situation there, like our modern life, difficult life, so many problems life, family problem, social problem, economic problem, national problem, cultural problem, community problem. There are sharks, there are whirlpools, there are terrible fellows inside, outside. So that is described through the characters of the Kauravas. Duryodhana, Ashwathama, Vikarna, then Kripa, then we have got Shalya, Gandhar, Nilotpala, Jayadratha is there. So all these are terrible situations in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, and Krishna is the boatman. See, Balagopala is Gitacharya, he is holding the horses, and at the same time now he is a boatman also. Kaivartaka. Pandavas were in difficult situation, all around, surrounded by these terrible enemies. Krishna is taking them across the misery. Then again, Vyasa, his connection with Parashara, his father, how he spread the message of the Bhagavad Gita like a fragrance. Mukam karoti vachalam, divine grace. Then the last Dhyana Shloka, Yam Brahma, is meditation on the God, on the Supreme Godhead. Yam Brahma, Varunendra, Rudra, Marutaha, Stunvanti Divyaistabaihi. My salutation to the Supreme Divine Being, whom Brahma, Varuna, Indra, Rudra glorify by divine hymns. They're always constantly chanting, praising the Lord. Whom singers of Samagana, Samaveda, praise by chanting the Veda with all the complementary parts, sections and Upanishads. Whom yogins intuit with minds concentrated in meditation, and whose limit neither the hosts of Devas nor of Asuras know. So the same thing will come in the 10th chapter also. Gods, demons and demigods and people will not be able to know the beginning and end of the Lord. Just we have some ordinary knowledge, a very superficial knowledge of the play and the vibhutis of God. These are the Dhyana Shlokas. Every day we shall chant in the beginning to save time. So as you sit in front of your system, mobile or laptop or your computer, before itself, please keep a copy of the Bhagavad Gita on your table every day. Okay? So this is introduction done today. We shall quickly run through the 10th chapter of the text. Please open 10th chapter, Vibhuti Yoga, manifestation of divine glories. I'm not going into detail, please. Our focus is on 11th chapter. I'm just taking the grip from the 10th and we will go to the 11th. Okay. So, 4 and 5, shlokas number 4 and 5 of the 10th chapter. Buddhirgnanam mohaha kshama satyam damashamaha sukam dukkam bhavo bhavo bhayam cha abhayameva cha ahimsa samata tushtihi tapo danam yasho yashah bhavanti bhava bhutana matta eva pritagvidaha. Intelligence, the fineness. Intelligence is not just getting 100 marks or getting 1 degree. It is the deep understanding of the truth. That is real buddhi. Knowledge, sanity, patience, truth, sense control, mind control, pleasure, pain, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-injury, same-sightedness, contentment, austerity, benevolence, fame, and loss of honor, strong criticism, obloquy as it is called. All these diverse modes of the mind seen in all beings proceed from me alone. Bhavanti bhava bhutanam matta eva pritagvidaha. Their ultimate sanctioner. So whatever we know, whatever we experience, everything is proceeding from the Lord only. Everything is His. Then 8th shloka, please. 8th shloka. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattas sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. I am the source of all things. From me all these go forth. Knowing thus the wise ones worship me, being filled with ecstatic devotional fervor. Bhava samanvitaha. Bhava bhakti. Bhava samanvita means becoming ecstatic with devotion. Knowing that everything is coming from the Lord, everything is in the Lord, and end of the day, everything merges in the Lord. That devotee, that meditator is full of anandam, full of joy. So never forget these important subtle truths. They are subtle truths. You cannot take objectively. It's all within the focus of the subtlety. Sukshma tattva, darshanika tattva, which cannot be seen like your laptop or your camera or your mobile by your objects. That is the inner essence of what we are doing. If we forget that, the external becomes only external, rather it becomes a burden for us. It becomes too heavy for us because we forget the essence of it. Just like sugar. How do you define sugar? Will you give a big chemical lecture? Sugar is this, sugar is that, sugar is brought. Instead of wasting time, give a spoon of sugar. That fellow will understand, even a fool will understand, oh, sugar means sweet. Is it not? So, milk, shall I give a big lecture on carbohydrates, on protein, on the whiteness of milk, on from where it comes, where it goes? Sri Ramakrishna said, go to a mango garden and go on counting how many leaves, how many branches, how many trees are there. You make friendship with the owner or the gardener, he will give you 1 dozen. Or at least 1 good mango, 1 Banginapalli, 1 what you call Alfonso, 1 Langda, 1 Mallika, and enjoy it. Fruit you already have got. Just you have to get connected with the creator, connected with the owner. We go round and round and round and round and round and fall down. Head will reel. And we live meditation, we will land up in a ICU. So this is our foolishness, this is our ignorance, Mahamaya. So keep that in your mind, never forget the essence of the 8th shloka. Then he says, what have you to do? What can I expect from you? Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Matchitta Madgata Prana Bodhayantah Parasparam Katayantascha Mam Nityam Tushyanti cha Ramanti cha. This is our duty. This is our sadhana. You offer your chitta, which is a combination of your ego, your buddhi, your manas, and all the memories connected with that. Mat chitta. Offer it every day. Offer it. Chitta, offer your ego. Do namaskara. Madgata prana. This energy, these sense organs, think that they belong to God. And spread the message of the Lord. Bodhayantaha. Katayantaha. Nityam. Nityam katayantaha. Nityam bodhayantaha. Talk about it. Listen about it. Read about it. And then what will you get, sir? Why are you sitting in meditation class? Why am I talking? Why am I meditating afterwards also? Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Happiness. Anandam, anandam, anandam. Is it not that you want every day? So much happiness we want, but we find it in the wrong place. That's all. That's why we are mudha. That's where we are agnanam. That is where we are caught up in this samsara. But when we are talking about God, listening about God, and spreading the message of God through our life, tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Contentment and happiness. Both we will get. Then Arjuna is talking from 12th shloka onwards. He is asking very interesting prayer. Katam vidyamaham yogim tvam sada parichintayan. 17th shloka of the 10th chapter, please. 17th shloka of the 10th chapter, please open and see. I will be chanting. You see and read the meaning also. Katam vidyamaham yogim tvam sada parichintayan. Keshu keshu cha bhaveshu chintyosi bhagavan maya. How should I meditate? Where should I meditate? How should I think of you? In which places I should think of you? Keshu keshu, in which mental states I should see you? So mind, when it goes to a playground, it will be thinking of games. When it goes to library, books. When it goes to the market, vegetables and provisions. When it comes to the house, about family. So at which places are you there, O Lord? Keshu keshu cha bhaveshu. Look at the language. Look at the presentation skills of Arjuna. Keshu keshu cha bhaveshu. And chintyosi bhagavan maya. In what all aspects should you be contemplated upon, O Lord? That's where I have chosen meditation through Bhagavad Gita. Keshu keshu cha bhaveshu chintyosi. You have to contemplate, chintana karo. Don't do chintana of the world, do chintana of God. Because the world has come from God, it is living in God, going back to God. The waves come from the ocean, they are connected with the ocean, though they have 2 feet, 4 feet identity. After a few seconds, they go back to the ocean. Similarly, yourself, myself, everybody are products, are the output of the waves of the ocean, and we are in the ocean. We forget that we are connected with the ocean. That's where we get trouble, we get stress, we get tension. That Anandam is not there. Shock absorber is forget. We purposely disconnect and get connected with the matter. But when we get pain, when we get some misery, Vishada, again we go back to God. So this drama is going on. But he is a peaceful man. He is graced by God, who is always chintana of the Ishvara. Vistaren atmano yogam vibhutincha janardana bhuya kataya truptirhi shunvato nasti me mrutam. This sloka I like very much. Vistarena, Please explain to me in detail. Very nice, is it not? No shortcut, no capsule forum. I want as much as possible. Vistara, Vistaram, expansive explanation I want about yourself. So today, unfortunately, though NET, NEET exam, JEE exam, any entrance exam, yes, no, none of the above. This is our education today. Hey Ram, hey Bhagavan, save the doctors, save the patients, save the engineers. Yes, yes, no, none of the above IIT seat. For that 1 year grinding, Chaitanya, Adarsh, Fitji, Badji, Radji, make a mess of students' life. Yes, no, none of the above. Teacher does not know, the student does not know. Finally, IIT professors will get confused from where this planet, this alien man has entered IIT. So much trouble. And that fellow cannot read, cannot calculate because he is used only to the sand grains. Anu, yes, no, none of the above. Sir, why should I write 5 papers, 5 paragraphs? One answer, yes, no, none of the above. Please give. I will become big engineer of the country. Sorry, Arjuna is not that weak. Vistarena. Explain to me in detail. I want to know more. Vistarena Atmano Yogam. About yourself, your yoga. Vibhuti and yoga both go together. Vibhuti here is the expansiveness, the external glory of Bhagavan in the cosmos, in the nature, in what is connected with you, connected with me, everything. Vistarena, Vibhuti, Vistarena Yoga. Vibhuti is the one in the many. Please remember, Vibhuti means seeing the one in the many. Am I clear? Yoga means seeing the many in the one. Am I clear? Vibhuti, yoga. Vibhuti means seeing the one in the many. Yoga means the many in the one. To make it a little more simpler, you are in the house, you are in the college, you are in the office, you are going here and there. Let us imagine. In the evening, you go to a temple. You come to Ramakrishna temple. You go to Shiva temple, Ganesha temple, or Rama temple. From the many, you are coming to see the one. That is yoga. You are sitting there, you are singing there, you are offering some puja there, you are chanting the name of God there. From the many, you are coming into the temple, which is one. And after the puja is over, after your dhyana is over, after your bhajana is over in the temple, you go back to the market. You go back to the samsara. You go back to the prapancha. From outside, you came inside. From inside, you are going outside. So when you are going outside, your meditation should be such a way that you should be able to see God in the market. समझ गए ना? You see Rama in a Vigraham, you should see Rama in the auto driver. Very difficult, is it not? Ore Baba. That fellow is a cheat. That fellow is a robber. That fellow is terrible. Immediately ahankara. So that is our mudhatva. That is our ignorance. That's all. Again practice. Again practice. Again practice. So Krishna is telling, Arjuna is asking, Vistared Atmano Yogam Vibhutincha Janardana. Another name for Krishna, Janardana. One who is taking care of all the praja, jana, number one meaning. One who is giving direction to their gati, to their destiny, that is Janardana. Okay? In the Vishnu Sahasranama we get Janardanaha. Arjuna is also using those words, Janardana, please tell me, Arjuna is giving wonderful titles to Krishna. Krishna is giving wonderful titles to Arjuna. Interesting. Guru Shishya Sambandham is very nice. Bhuya kataya triptirhi shrunvato nasti me amritam. Wonderful, wonderful, please. Memorize this 8th and 9th. Sorry, 17 and 18. Memorize kijiye. 4 lines, 24 hours time. Tomorrow, small test. If I conduct the test, no students will come. Swamiji is like a schoolmaster. Sorry. Better, schoolmaster is better. No. Some things little compulsion. Little. So that you will be little more serious. Otherwise, bahut acha. Class, Swamiji, bahut acha. What did I tell in the class? Bahut acha. What did I tell? नहीं आपका इंग्लिश बहुत अच्छा है. आपका no इंग्लिश अच्छा नहीं, वो सब छोड़ दीजिए. Let it be wrong also, no problem. What did I say? Vistare atmano yogam. So I will ask you, give me detailed explanation. Vistare atmano yogam. Okay. Bhuya kathaya triptirhi. Please tell me again. Ayyo Rama. Krishna has told several times. He has told in 2nd chapter. He has told in 5th chapter. He has been telling 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. And this fellow, notorious student, Bhuyak Katayatri, Malli Cheppu. Enisal Cheppedi. Once I tell you, you should know. But there is a punch here. There is a pun in this word. Very interesting. Bhuyak Kataya Triptirhi. I am ever eager to hear more and more of thy nectarian words. Okay? Bhuyaha. Again, please tell me. Because 7, 8, 9, 10. Ho gaya. He is already told. Who is he? But he is telling Bhuyak Kataya Triptirhi. Bhuyak Kataya. Kataya means words that please explain to me again. Why? Why should you tell me again? Truptihi nasti. See the word there. Bhuya kataya triptirhi nasti. I am not satisfied. I am not happy. I am not contented with what you told. Now I want detail. That time I think you made a mistake. Summary bol diya. Sankshiptam. Now detail mein bolo ji. So this is a wonderful request. You should go to the professor. You should go to your guru. You should go. Please tell me. Please tell me. Hey, I've told you 5 times. Please tell me again, sir. Give him one mango. Give him one little guru dakshina and pray. And you tell, I am not satisfied. Trupti nasti, Prabho. Trupti nasti. You see any great artist, any great musician, any great saint, Trupti nasti. Vivekananda again and again used to go to Dakshineshwar. Why? Trupti nasti. C.V. Raman, Trupti nasti. Sir Newton, Isaac Newton, Trupti nasti. Edison, Trupti nasti. Vishweshwaraya, Trupti nasti. Sangeeta Vidwamsulu, Trupti nasti. So the moment you say, challe, you are boring, so much, gone. You have fallen down. Your current has gone. Load shedding ho gaya, computer will not work. So never think knowledge is only in the textbook or knowledge is only for 1 hour. Trupti nasti. Why Trupti nasti? Amritam. The words of the Lord are nectarian. So sweet. So sweet. Rasagulla. Imam Pasand. So sweet. One more thou. Happy. No. One more thou. After 1 hour I will take again. Trupti nasti, because it is so sweet. I'm just giving you common examples. Don't think only mango or don't think only of ice cream. Why I'm telling you, so joyful. these teachings are. I don't know why young people or old people think Bhagavad Gita is after retirement. Bhagavad Gita after retirement. Denture, you cannot listen to Amrutam, you cannot digest Amrutam, then Bhagavad Gita. क्या होता है? दुनिया त्रिकाल में नहीं है क्या? I am ever eager to hear more and more of thy nectarian words. When such a prayer is given, when such a petition is given to the Lord, he has to speak. He has to say, Sri Bhagavanu Vacha. And Krishna is telling, my dear friend, my dear Arjuna, only, he is another wonderful teacher. Pradhanyataha, only important things I will tell, my dear. Everything I cannot tell because unlimited. Unlimited Anandam. Amongst them I will classify and I will tell you important. Pradhanyata Kurushreshta. Nastyanto Vistarasya me. There is no anta to my glory. Vishnu Sahasranama Vise, Lalita Sahasranama Vise, Durga Sahasranama Vise, Shiva Sahasranama Vise, Narasimha Sahasranama Vise. Is that all? Only 5 or 6 or 10? What is this? Nasti. There is no limit. Krishna himself telling, Nastyanto Vistarasya me. There is no end to that expansive knowledge. So I will tell few things. And he starts what we read earlier. Ahamatma Gudakesha Sarva Bhutashya Stitaha Aham Adischa Madhyancha Bhutana Mantayevacha, and goes on. Vedas, Rudras, Maharshis, and stars, and so many wonderful things. Uchchaishravas. Then he speaks about Airavatam. He speaks about Vajram, Kandarpaha, about Vasuki. So he makes group of a classification, in biology, in zoology. All trees you cannot explain. Some classification is done and 1 or 2 samples are given, and then from there you have to go. So Krishna is a master teacher. So he makes a classification and tells about Vibhuti Yoga. Seeing the one in the many is Vibhuti Yoga. So after that, in the last shloka of the 10th chapter, Atava bahunai tena kim gnatena tava Arjuna Vishtabhyahamidam kritsnam ekam shena stito jagat. What avail is this detailed understanding of my manifestations to you, supporting this mighty universe with but one single fragment of myself? I remain unchanged and transcendent. Kim gnatena tava Arjuna. What is the use of all this talking? Vishtabhyahamidam kritsnam ekam shena. Kritsnam, the whole, this Jagat world, by one single fragment, Vishtabhyaha, supporting. Oh, what I know, what I see, what science knows, what I see through the telescope or through satellite, what am I seeing? Nothing. Is only Amsha, Ekam Shena. Wow, that is triggering a booster to Arjuna. Then once Arjuna says, that's all? What all you told me, is that only one Amsha? Much more is there. Now Bhagavan, I will catch you. Please tell me a little more. Now you told theory. I want to see your practical darshanam. Simply talking will not do, sir. Simply telling I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that. Giving me a big list of what all we see in the world. Horse, elephant, nakshatram, vajram. That's okay. Keep it for yourself. Now show me all. Wow. Wonderful Shishya. So can you be like that Shishya? Cheppavu kada challe eli padukundam. Enough. 9:45 हो गया. बहुत मैंने बहुत boring कर रहा है, बहुत बात कर रहा है. So we'll go and sleep. ऐसा नहीं चलेगा. विश्व रूप दर्शन अभी शुरू होता है 9:45 and it will go on till tomorrow morning 8:30. Okay. So Summary, please open quickly. All of you will be busy and some will leave now if I talk much. Summary of the whole chapter, 55 shlokas. Okay. Arjuna Uvacha, 1, 2, up to 4. Arjuna's prayer to Krishna to show him, to reveal him his universal form, his cosmic form, 4 shlokas. Then Krishna Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, 5th shloka onwards, it goes on till some 8th shloka. Since the theory is over, Krishna himself reveals his universal form and just speaks for a few shlokas up to 8th. Then Sanjaya takes over. You see, where is Sanjaya sitting? Hastinapura. Where is Vishwarupa Darshana going on? Kurukshetra. What is the distance? Approximately 500 kilometers. Today you are talking about radar and this and that. That time itself 5G, 10G. 5G, 10G. Because he is a Guruji. He is a Brahmaji. Vyasa's blessings. Vyasa's blessings to Sanjaya. So Sanjaya is seeing, Arjuna is seeing, Krishna is revealing, and some said Bhishma also could see, because Bhishma is a great devotee of the Lord. But their presence is not told, they are in the battlefield only. So Sanjaya Uvacha, Arjuna Uvacha, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, and Vyasa is also there in another corner. Vyasa is also sitting there, little away. So these 4 or 5 blessed souls are seeing the Vishwarupa Darshana. And now what are we doing? Seeing each other in the Zoom. We are in the Zoom age. This is Zoom Vishwarupa. Not the Kurukshetra Vishwarupa. Thanks to Zoom inventors. So they are helping us to see each other. Somebody is in Bangalore, somebody is in Chennai, somebody is in Bombay, somebody is in Delhi, somebody is in Hyderabad, somebody is in Domalguda, somebody is in West Bengal. My God. See, whole nation I am seeing. Vishwarupa Darshana. Very interesting. Then Arjuna's transformation. Arjuna simply collapses. He says, enough, enough, enough. So much you are showing me. This I did not expect. So when you read the shlokas, you should read with that devotion, read with that surrender, read with that meditative mind. Read as a good student. All these please inculcate in your life and study the 11th chapter Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga. Okay? So we shall stop here with this introduction and little understanding of the Lord. This itself is a kind of oral meditation. May not be silent meditation. At least for me, it is oral meditation, talking about it. And you have listened to it. That is your Shravana meditation. Mine is Vachaka. Your is Shravana. Think about it and close your eyes after some time. Just relax. Read the shlokas again. Go slow. And 2 or 4 or 5 shlokas read. And do your work. And evening again, please sit quiet. Do the Parayanam Dhyana Shloka and the 10th chapter to 4 shlokas, very important. And do your Omkaram or Mahamrutyunjay Mantra Japa and be at peace. May Sri Ramakrishna bless you all. Okay? So we shall end with a prayer. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Om Asatoma Satkamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrutyorma Amrutangamaya Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Shubhadinam to all of you. Shubharatri for today and tomorrow 8:20 maximum. Please log in, please join the meeting. We shall finish the dhyana shlokas, etc. We shall save some time in the beginning and conduct meditation also for your practice and for your more devotion. Okay? Thank you. Namaste. May God bless you.